So how does one study for those wretched, awesomely hard math tests? Hi, my name is Jimmy Chang. I've been teaching college mathematics for 9 years, and a lot of folks have difficulty taking a math test, but they always want to know exactly what are some of the tips that they can use to study for them. And here are some tips that you can definitely take with you as you're studying for a math exam, because it just takes a few little practice tools. First point is you definitely want to review your homework as much as possible and review the terminology, because oftentimes in exams the directions use a lot of the terms that you may have already covered on that on that current chapter. Going over the homework exercises, do additional ones, always helps in terms of practice. This is especially critical. Do a self-test without looking. Usually in a math book, at the end of each chapter, there's generally a chapter test or a unit test. If you can do that test without having to look back over and over again, then chances are that you'll do well on the real test itself. If you find yourself that to flip back over and over again, or after looking at every question you always flip back, then chances are likely that you haven't really learned as much in the chapter as you might like. So when you've studied a lot and you think you're ready to take the test, take that self-test to give you an idea as to how well you'll do and what areas you need to work on. Review your calculator keys. If your exercises, some of which may require use of the calculator, go over the processes. One of the worst things that can happen to you on a test is you know what it is that you're looking for, but forgetting the process. Your teacher might help you, but sometimes, depending on the class, don't count on that to happen either. Review those calculator functions briefly. But here's the other important part. Always get some rest. If you go into a test with a good night's sleep the night before, you'll be relaxed and you'll be able to tackle a test. It'll be less stress on you, whereas if you got very little sleep coming into a test, your mind will be all over the place and a lot of anxiety and stress will set in. Definitely get some rest. So, I'm Jimmy Chang, and there are some tips on how you can study for a math test.